Hello and welcome to Urban Rider. My name is Tim. We have gloves with me in the studio today from the British manufacturer KNOX, and these are part of their brand new range for 2022. These are the KNOX Orsa OR3 MK3, meaning they are the third version of these gloves. Now, to give you a little bit of backstory on these, they came out originally with the leather variant. The leather variant were CE approved. The textile version, which is what these are, were not CE approved, were more recommended for off-road usage. They are now fully CE approved, so you can have the utmost confidence that you can use these on the road and have maximum protection. They are quite a technical glove. They're obviously also a spring-summer glove. They are on the lighter side, but they are quite aggressively styled. Now, I quite like that with my gloves. I like to go for the maximum protection that I possibly can without compromising on feel, which of course you don't do with these. But the reason I like to prioritize the armor and protection in my gloves in particular is that if I were to come off, chances are my hand is the first thing that's going down. So I want to know that I have the most protection that I possibly can. And when it comes to protection, you really can't ask for much more than you get here. As I say, these are the third version. They have some improvements over the older version. Predominantly, that's the fact that they are now CE approved. You have different materials used within this. That won't affect your feeling. If you're familiar with the older gloves, they will feel exactly the same, but it's just worth knowing. And then you've got something for the use of touchscreen on your index finger and thumb, which I will explain. A lot of the patented safety technology used in these gloves, they've gleaned from their very technical Handroid gloves. They're top of the line. If you want a more road-focused version though, the Orsa are the gloves to look at. If you are looking to pick up the new Orsa OR3 MK3, then they come in at £99.99, which comparatively is cheaper than the Handroid, and you get an awful lot of glove for your money. Now let's explain some of the features starting from scratch. If you've not come across these before, let's start with the materials you've got going on here. So as I say, they are a textile glove. You have a Clarino breathable palm on these. You can see some venting on there. You get a really nice amount of feel through there. Obviously that is reinforced, it is abrasion resistant, which is essential with your motorcycle gloves. The other thing that you'll notice on here though, and it does stand out, is their patented Sps system, or their scaphoid protection system. This is something I really like and you will only find with KNOX. This is a harder plastic on the outside, as you can see. Underneath that you have their KNOX microlock inserts, so that if you do come off, it absorbs some of that impact energy and doesn't transfer it to your hand. The idea with it being a harder material is that it won't grip the road surface quite as much. You won't get quite as much friction, so it won't transfer as much of that energy to your hand. Now, one of the concerns some people will have with this looking quite robust is whether or not that adjusts or affects the feeling that you get. You can't feel these against the bars. They don't really come into contact with it at all the way that you grip it. So it's not really an issue. You do not feel that against the bars. You will also notice from the underside that you have these sections for the use of a touchscreen on your index finger and your thumb. And you will also pick up on the fact that they are seamless across the fingers. So actually they wrap over the top of your fingers. It helps a lot with the fit of these. There's no looseness or bagginess at the tops of your fingers. Sometimes with other gloves, you may well be able to feel the seam, or they may be loose across the tops of the fingers. You don't get that with the way that these are secured or stitched at the top. Flipping them over, you can see reinforcements on the back of each of your fingers. So you've got even more reinforcement there on your fingers. They aren't forgotten about. And you've got the floating gel armor on the back of your knuckles. That is nice and comfortable, thanks mostly to the fact that it is a floating armor section, so it's not sewn in or attached to the back there. When you make a fist and clench your hand, you won't feel any restriction there between the knuckle armor and your hand. You can see the textile on the back of your hand. That is a four-way stretch, allowing for more movement and comfort. And you'll see the boa closure system around your wrist, and that works really well as a closure system. Effectively, what you do is click it in and then just ratchet it into place. You get a tailored fit each and every time, so it's snug around your wrist. It fits under sleeves that much easier. It doesn't butt up against your jacket at all. And you have even more reinforcement around your wrist, so every part of your hand is covered. Getting them off is just as simple. You just release it like so and it comes apart, and then obviously you can take off the gloves. When it comes to the fit, these are a large. I'm a size 9 hand. Going by the older version, which has lots of great reviews on our website, and It is a fan favourite and a favourite amongst the team. I can tell you that the fit on these is very accurate. We've got no problems at all with these. If you're ever at all concerned by that, check our size guide. We keep it up to date and we offer free returns on anything over £50 within the UK. So if you do get the wrong size, it's never a problem. Having said that, if you have any questions or comments down below, let us know what you think of these gloves or anything else that we've mentioned within the KNOX range. Do let us know. We'll drop links in the description for these gloves and the rest of the KNOX range, and I will see you very soon for more of the world's finest riding gear. Thanks.